Hello, this is Claire Phoenix. I'm here at VitaFoods. I'm with Dr. Jason Halford. He's a specialist in appetite and obesity with the University of Liverpool in the UK. Jason, can you just tell me about SATiN?
SATIN stands for SATiety Innovation. It's a European Framework 7 project designed to develop foods that regulate appetite, sort of by reducing hunger, accelerating within meal satiation, or enhancing between meal satiety. It involves 7 SMEs, 4 industry members and 7 academic partners spread across Europe, and it aims to use novel food processing methods to modify food and beverage structure to produce functional food and beverage items for weight management.
So are you working with any of the major beverage companies already?
Coca-Cola are very much a driver in this project, and also the Spanish company FoodBev as well, and they have also an interest in beverage. Coca-Cola obviously has about 800 beverage brands globally, so this is quite of interest for them: juices, waters, dairy, as well as sodas.
So when did this consortium get together? How long has it been in existence?
Well, the consortium was formed in 2011 July to answer the call which was put out by the European Union. The European Union is quite specific about what it wants, and you assemble a consortium to address the topic that they require. But some of the relationships existed for 2 or 3 years beforehand on various smaller projects that we were working with, say Coca-Cola, and other universities were working with their industrial partners. And what happened is we joined together, and some of the big companies also looked through their supply chain and their R&D activities to see the SMEs that they were working with as well.
Yeah, I mean, our readers and our online viewers are very much small to medium-sized companies, but this is weight management and satiety. What other areas do you think, do you work in?
I think there, in terms of functionality, there is quite a lot of interest around cognition, mood, and performance, so psychological functioning,
brain health. Yeah.
So moving that way, and I think also looking at the ingredients types that we're working with. We're working with a lot of the fermentable fibre type ingredients, and gut health. And gut function is also an important area as well.
So how big are your teams at the university?
My own laboratory has 7 PhD students and 6 RAs, research assistants, and 4 academic members of staff. And we handle, independent of SATiN, we handled about £1 million worth per annum of industrially funded research, and we're also involved in a large weight management trial funded by the MRC in the UK as well. So SATiN is one component of the things we do, but it's part of a portfolio of activities we have in appetite control, weight management and health.
So if a small company was coming to you, how much would they expect to pay for trials?
With regard to trial, it very much depends on what they need and where they are in the process. Basic trials can start up from €50,000 and they can go up to €500,000. We do all things. What we do is we look at the budget available and try and maximise what we get out of that in terms of evidence which would go towards supporting a claim. Obviously a gold standard study which covers all aspects of the claim would be more expensive, but we can do a little bit of pilot work and we can start building research around that.
And what size does a trial need to be? How many people need to be involved to meet EFSA regulations?
There's a lot of confusion about this, and EFSA has no firm guidance as far as we can see on trial size. What they're looking for is a trial which is well designed, placebo-controlled, has the right measures, is for a sufficient duration, and also has the right population, the right group recruited, so it is representative of the population that as a whole that it should be marketed to. And so for weight management, you'd be looking perhaps for overweight consumers. You wouldn't necessarily be looking for obese consumers, but you wouldn't exclude the moderately obese either, because those are likely to be people who would be interested in weight management.
So what BMI would you expect then?
I would say BMI ranges of between 25 and 30 for overweight would be fairly normal for a trial, but for larger trials people have gone with a BMI range of between 23 and 33 to encapsulate those people at the top end of normal weight who might be concerned about weight management, but also the bottom end of obese, because actually people who have a BMI between 30 and 33 BMI units are not all that rare in the population. Overweight and moderately obese are fairly normative physical states for most European consumers.
Yes, I understand. And geographically, do you think people are sometimes tending to go to Asia to do trials because it's cheaper there, and then they don't apply? Is that what happens?
I think there is no reason why trials data from Asia should be regarded as particularly worse than trials data from Europe. I think the problem is in Europe, people with expertise in certain areas are known, and that if you're conducting trials with them, that obviously carries a benefit.
It engenders the trust of
Yes.
the panel, I see.
Because they will be, the EFSA panel are also academics, so they will know the academics or all the people in industry who've conducted these trials, and they would know their background, the same way that they would have a good idea about North American labs as well.
Okay. That was very useful. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for downloading this FoodBev.com podcast. You can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, and LinkedIn.